So when we play the championship against the other teams, we're going to play 2 sets of singles set up like this with an official from another team, and we'll have 1 doubles. The scoring system we'll be using will be tennis scoring. So that basically is love, 15, 30 and 40. So every time you win a point, you go 15 love, then another person wins a point, it goes 15 all. So we have red serving, and they serve across the court to blue to return. They play out the point, and the red player wins. They would then win that point to go 15 love up, and then they would serve from the right hand side, and now they'll play the point out again, and vice versa. If the red player was to get to 40 and then win the game, they go 1 love up. However, now blue, who lost the first game, would actually start off 15 love up. So rather than serving from the right, they would now serve from the left with a 1 point advantage. They then would play the point out, whole game. If it happened to be that red won the game again, now red will be serving, but this time they would start off and they would be 30 love down. So in this case, blue would only have to win 2 more points to win the game. They then play out. If it just so happened that red won again, so they'd won 3 games, now blue would get to serve. They would be serving from the left hand side to start, but they would now be 40 love up, playing out the point. What tends to happen is the blue player might win that game, and it would become 3-1. So now the next game, when red was serving, they would be love 30 down. So only needs to win blue 2 points to win the game. If blue was to win that game, it becomes 3-2. Then blue would be serving again, but now they're only 15 love up. 15 love up. Play out again. The championship is always played to a 10-minute game. After 10 minutes, whatever the score is, 3-2, 2-1, 4-3, that's the number of points you get for your team. So if you've got 3 games, you get 3 points. If you've got 2 games, you get 2 points. It's the points that matter. Similarly, when we play doubles, we set up like this, where we have players standing behind the baseline waiting for the serve. The official keeps the score, and after the first serve, the ball comes across the court, as in singles. The blue player returns it wherever they want in the court, and now the rally will start off going between the 4 players. If the point is won, that team goes up 15. So if the service team won, they would become 15 love. Then the person who served would go to the left side, and now would serve the ball to the other person, who then returns, and then the point happens. Either player can return it or hit it back. Players can move forward or back as they feel an advantage to the team. The best idea in doubles is often to try and get this area just in front of the service line so that you can actually dictate the play from here. But the points are played out just like in the singles, but the same person serves the whole game, going back and forth until the game is won. In this scoring, if we get to a situation where it's 40 all, as in juice, like we see here, 40 all juice, the next point wins the game. So at this point, if the red team was serving, the blue team would indicate which side of the court they wanted to serve to. So if the blues had a talk and said, okay, this side, the server would have to serve from the side the blue team has deemed the side they want them to go from. So now they would serve, point returned, and the point would play out. Whoever won that point would win the game. At that point, we go back to the handicap scoring. So for instance, if red was to win the first game, then blues would be to serving, but now they would be 15 love up, as you can see, and they would start serving from the left side first, play out the points, then after that point is played, then they would serve from the right side until that game was won. If the games became 1-all, then the next game that was played, the score would start off at 0-0 or love, and just be a normal game. Players will play for 10 minutes, rotating the serve, so each person will get a chance to serve the whole game out, just like we've done with singles, going across the court. So that would be your double scoring.